Hello there, it's Thursday, the 1st of September 2011. Welcome to today's United Kingdom Talk. Now, you might be wondering, while I'm kneeling down on the floor in front of my bicycle, one of my bicycles, which is upside down today. Boys and girls, yesterday I suffered an instant flat tyre. Yes, on the way back from doing 80 lengths at the Virgin Sports Centre in Wokingham, suddenly there was a and no more tyre, and I had to walk the thing home. And not only was I walking it, but somehow the tyre seemed to be dragging on the floor. It was a blooming hard job as well, it was. So there we are. So today I thought, well, you've seen my cookery side, you've seen my DIY side, you've seen my demolition side, and today I am a bike repairer, boys and girls. You see, I can just do everything. Today I am a bike repairer, so I have all my things. The bike is already upside down. I have loosened the wheel slightly. I have my new inner tube ready from Halfords. New inner tube. I have a little bit of green slime. I'll tell you more about that later on. And I also went to Halfords. This is a good idea. I've purchased a Halfords gift card. And what you can do is save up for things on this. Now, they're not giving anything away free, but if you can't afford perhaps to buy a bike or something outright, I mean, this is the perfect time to do it. If you're about to buy something, someone something for Christmas, okay, oh, and how are you going to get the money? Oh, and all this business. Right, you can get one of these gift cards and put so much on it a week or whenever you go into Halfords, and then come Christmas, you'd probably save a couple of £100. All right, so that's a good idea. So I bought one of those as well and put a bit of money on that because I'm going to buy something. All right, so here we go. Now, very, very important that we don't get our hands too dirty. So we have yellow marigold gloves, okay? Because there's nothing worse than getting that brown, nasty, oily stuff all over your hands. We do like the marigold gloves. I must admit, I don't use these for washing up, only doing oily things. Okay, let's get these on then. And the cat will be appearing as we do it, walking around, checking that I'm okay. Also very important, cup of tea. And let's get on with it. Right, so first of all, we've got, this might be a slightly longer show than usual, okay? Hopefully not an hour long like the other one was the other week. That was supposed to be about 20 minutes, wasn't it, when we were doing the cookery? Right, so we're going to first remove the old inner tube. Now, as I say, I've already loosened the wheel. I've got a lever on the side of the wheel, and you simply flick that, and the whole wheel will come off in a second. Okay, but first of all, I want to start getting a bit of the inner tube out. We're going to replace the whole inner tube and also investigate where the hole was, because I'd be quite interested to see where it was. There we are. That's coming away quite easily, isn't it? I'll need to stand up a little bit. Cat, do get out of the way, dear. Right, oh, I need to give it a good tug out of there, and it should come out. Oh, it's not coming out, is it? Let's just undo a nut there a little bit and make that a bit looser. Archie, come on now. Come on out, come out, bike. Oh, the wheel's not coming out now. Nothing's ever easy, is it? You know what I mean? Oh, I know, it's that thing, is it? Is it that chain thing holding it in? Ah, there, just a minute, there we are. It's out. Okay, now we don't need to move the wheel completely. All we need to do is just take it off its, like, you know, the bit where it attaches. Is it the spindle where it attaches to the bike? So that the old inner tube will simply slip over there. I say simply. As I say, nothing is as easy. Now it's all caught around one of the brakes now. Oh dear. It's not very often I do this, I've got to admit. I usually, rather lazily, take it into the bike shop. It's caught on one of the brakes now. How do you release those? Oh, I know, there's a... Hang on a minute, I think I can do that. I might be able to... Is there a little thing there to let it go off? I don't know. That should come... Oh, yes, yes. Oh, yes, he's done that. Very pleased. I know you can't see this too well. I know you're looking at the top of my head and thinking, my God, hasn't he lost a lot of hair? But that's the way it is, dear. Okay, so there we are. The old inner tube is now off. I just want to pump this up to see where the hole was, and it might give me an idea if there's something still stuck in a tyre. Because what you don't want to do... Right, where are you? There, oh, there it is. Found it. Hole found. Hole found, okay. Not a particularly big hole, but it was big enough for the thing to go bang, wasn't it? Okay, so where's that hole again? Are you with me? I've lost it again now. Where's that hole gone? Oh, I'll have to do it again now. Just a minute. Lost me hole. Shut up! It's a family programme. Can you hear that? Right, found it. Don't lose it this time, Christopher. So we found the hole. Come on, out you come. So it's about, oh actually it's about half, it's about a third of the way round. Now we can't remember which way I put it on there now, so if we have a look, because it's very, very important now to check the tyre, because we really don't want to put a new inner tube in only to have the same thing happen because you haven't removed the thing that made it go bang in the first place, which is probably still sitting in the tyre somewhere. So we very, very carefully, you really should look at this. I use my fingers as well, but don't use your fingers on the tyre before you've looked, because it could well be something really nasty and sharp and that goes straight in your fingers. So have a look first and then after that run your fingers. Actually probably better off to remove the... I know, don't know, you can feel everything in these gloves, can't you? I do like a latex glove, don't you? You can just feel everything, boys and girls. It's wonderful. So many uses for latex gloves. If you know any other uses for these latex gloves, do send them in. My email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, I'm not finding anything sharp at all in here. Oh, hang on, what's that there? Nope, that's nothing. A visual and feeling inspection, boys and girls. We're feeling. Pardon? Very nice night, incidentally, at the karaoke I do at Fulham Belushi's on Tuesday night this week, because my nephew and his wife turned up, which I thought was very nice. Lovely to see them, and their two friends, Jody and his wife as well. So really nice to see. Oh! What's this? It's a bit of yes, it could have been that. Could have been that actually. A sharp piece of looks like a bit of bramble. Very, very easy. Especially where I go cycling. There's a lot of bramble that is kind of encroaching onto the footpath. Well, it's not a proper footpath, more of a dirt track. And if you go over it, there's of course the bramble is spiky. And don't be fooled into thinking that your tyres won't get let down, because it's happened to me before on that stuff, so watch out for that. Right, I think that's it then. We've checked the whole tyre. Can't find anything else in there. Lovely. Righty-ho. And we've gone all right the way around there. That's it. I've got a slight bit of damage to the wheel, unfortunately. I think probably where I was pushing it along. And there was no tyre, the tyre had burst, but, not a lot I could have done about that. We'll check the outside as well, to check that, again, there's nothing sticking in there. Don't want to make a repair and put something brand new in, only to have it foul straight away. That looks all right as well, actually. Okay. Right, so that's it. Now, this is, oh, can you hear that noise? Squirrels. Squirrels. Evil. Right. We got the new inner tube. There it is. I've got the one with the car tyre type valve. If you're going to buy a new inner tube, don't make the mistake that I've made hundreds of times and get the one with the wrong valve. If at all possible, take the old one in. Take the old one in and say, I want one of these, and make sure you've got the same valve as the other one, otherwise your pump won't work in it. Okay? Now, the new one, just a second, here we are. The new inner tube should have a cap, dust cap, and a screw on there as well. You need to remove both, okay? And put them where you're not going to lose them. Don't put them somewhere in the garden and then they disappear into the grass or the cat eats them or something like that, dear. Right, now, this is the difficult bit. You're going to put this in, put it through the little hole, and then get your inner tube to go all the way around. Okay, pushing it in gently. You don't want to use anything sharp putting this in, okay? Because you just spent money on this. Oh, the cat just fell off. You all right, cat? Go up on the chair. She wants to watch from the chair, I think. Watch with Katie. That's a whole new programme, that is, Watch with Katie. I think it was Irving Distiller who mentioned that Katie really ought to be, you know, a member of the Actresses Union or whatever it is called. Yeah. Now, I told you this was difficult because what happens is it comes out again. Oh, dear me. Right, let's just put that on the other side of the wheel through there. I wonder if that'd be easier if I just pump it up a tiny little bit, would it? It might actually, because it's when it's flat, it's difficult to get it to stay kind of on the wheel rim. Oh, I don't know, that's going in all right. There we are. And push that last bit in there. All right. I said that was the hard bit. I lied. The hard bit. Oh, let's move that a bit out again. That's falling out now. No wonder I usually pay someone to do this. Surprised no one sent any of these videos into the those programs where they show you how not to do something and people getting things wrong all the time. There we are. Okay, now I've got to put the tyre back on the rim. Now this is the part I usually find quite difficult because you get so far and then the tyre doesn't want to go on after that. But we'll see. Okay, that little screw thing you took off, not the dust cap, the screw thing, right? You now want to put that on because that's going to hold the thing in place as you put the tyre rim back on. A bit difficult to do with gloves. There we go, we're on. And just screw that. Don't do it up too tight, okay? Because if you do, you'll pull the valve out of the rubber inside. Just sort of finger tight. Don't start using spanners and things on this one. Okay. Give it a little pull out. That's it. We'll finish it off and we'll take our gloves off at the end. And do you know what? This is actually not too bad at all this time. It's not. That's going on quite easy. Good God. Don't tell me that's going to go straight on. It is. Why was that so easy? It's not usually as easy as that, I'll tell you that now. Right, so our wheel is on. Oh. Don't know what to say, really. Okay, let's give it a little bit of a pump up. Oh no, I've also got this stuff called slime. Okay, now I use this whenever I buy a new inner tube. I now buy one of these as well. There are inner tubes with it already in it, but it's basically a green fluid stuff, quite thick. And you put it into your tyre before you pump it up, okay, very important that, before you pump it up. And then it's supposed to seal small holes as they come, all right? And it's kind of worked for me. Now, to do this, you first have to remove the valve, and they provide a little plastic tool, which actually, on occasions, I've found isn't very strong, and it's actually broken while I've used it. But there we are, that's come out nice and easy this time. Okay, so we remove the valve. Would you buy a bicycle from this man? Would you have me come round and do your DIY items? All right, take note of the way you took it out. That's the way it's got to go back in again. And again, put it somewhere where you're not going to lose it in the blooming garden. Right, the slime stuff, you'll have to unscrew the top and remove the plastic thing at the top there. little bit similar to the things you find on the top of milk bottles, you know, to stop people infesting things into there. Right, put the little pipe on the top there, like that. And now carefully put the tube over the top of where the valve just come out and push it all the way down. All right, otherwise you're going to end up with this green stuff all over the place. All right, so push that right down there and then simply squeeze the bottle. And what you've got to do is squeeze the contents of the bottle into the tyre. It's actually a lot harder than it sounds. It doesn't always go in very easy. I don't know why, but I don't know it's going in at all, is it? Is that going in, Katie? What do you reckon, darling? Nothing to say on the subject? No? I don't think it's going in at all, is it? Oh, I said that green stuff would go everywhere, didn't I? Look at it. Oh, God's sake. Yeah, let's try again. No, it's gone everywhere, that. Oh. I've got more outside than's gone in the blooming tyre, I swear. Well, I don't know why, but that's not going in there, is it? I wonder if I've left something in the... just a minute, let me just get a small screwdriver and see that there isn't something left with it. I've left something in that where that valve is. That's probably going there. I've got a screwdriver here. I'm just going to push this down where the stuff's been going, and there's something else in the way there, I think. I don't know. I don't know what to do. There's nothing wrong with the pipe. Push that in again. I don't think that's going to go in. I'll tell you what, let's put the valve in again. Screw it up and put a bit of air in and see if that makes any difference. Right, so just screwing the valve back in there. Right, now, a bit of air, not too much, just to see that the air goes in. I've got one of those foot pumps. Right, well that's gone in all right. No trouble. So we'll take that off again. Take the valve out again and give it another go with the, get the slime stuff in there. Hear the air coming out again. Are you supposed to remove it? I think you're supposed to remove the valve, aren't it? Yeah. Completely remove it. Right, let's have another go. Maybe it needed a bit of air in it to open it up or something. Right, pushing the tube back on there and squeezing. And that's going in now. Lovely. That's now going in the tyre. Obviously you had to put a bit of air in to start it. That's it, squeeze the bottle. You want to pull the tyre up so that the valve is kind of at right angles. Otherwise, so that all the green stuff flows down. Otherwise, as you run out of air in the bottle and it will suck it back into the bottle again, and you'll just end up putting it in and it'll come out again. All right? So if you put it at right angles, then it'll just sink to the bottom of the tyre and it won't get sucked back in again to the bottle. Can be a little bit of a job doing this, but I think it's worth it. It will seal little holes that you get and you won't have so many punctures. I think that's about it. It's that satisfying sound as it all leaves the bottle, you know. 1 minute, a bit more. There we are. By the way, if you're listening to this show, it might not make sense. You'll be better off to watch this one. Just go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk and look for the show dated Thursday the 1st of September 2011, and you'll be able to watch the video to the show there, okay? Right, we're in. All the green stuff is now in, and we now remove the bottle. Okay, that can be disposed of. And we'll put the valve back on now. Don't forget to put the valve back on. Or you'll wonder why. Oh, why isn't the tyre pumping up? Because you ain't got the valve in. Okay. As I say, very, very nice to see my nephew and his new wife at my Fulham Blues karaoke night last night. They've come down all the way from Lincolnshire, not to see me, but to see their best friends. And my nephew's wife sang. Right, her name's Stacey. She's the one who's having the baby, coming in May, I think it is next year. Very excited about that. And she can actually sing. She can sing. She can sing. Honestly, I wouldn't say she could sing if she couldn't. She can absolutely sing, and I was very surprised by that. And then I told my sister, and my sister said, "Oh, didn't you know that?" Honestly, sisters are like that, though, aren't they? Sisters, sisters. Da, 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 da. Oh, I just remembered my tea's down there. I've got a nice bit of ice cream out as well, which I shall have when I finish the show. Okay, right, we're now going to pump it up a bit with my foot pump. I bought one of these foot pumps a little while ago from Halfords as well. Not particularly expensive, but I tell you what, a hell of a lot easier than a hand pump. Hand pump, rather. I mean, really a lot easier using this, all right? So we'll put about... Okay, it's about £40 in there. It feels nice and hard. Right. Now we need to reseat the wheel. Now, you've got to get that wheel on exactly as it came off. Otherwise, we will have problems with gears jumping and all that, which is like a complete and utter pain. It really is. If you haven't removed the wheel, this should be fairly simple, as easy, there it goes, as pushing it back down from where it came. And I've done that. So we now tighten the nut on one side. Not too much. I say not too much, just hand tight on that side. And then on the other side, it's a case of pulling the lever towards you. Do a little bit more. How's that now? I said not too tight, but you really don't want them loose. Last thing you want is to be going down a hill and a wheel to come flying off. So do be careful, gang. Make sure you do it properly. Right, I've actually done that. Right, I've done that up too tight, the nut on the side, because I can't get the lever to close now. So we'll undo that a bit more. And go back to this lever, which closes. Lovely. Let's look at that. And it's turning. Without the brakes. Oh, I haven't done the brakes yet, but remember to, if you've sort of disconnected a brake, do you need to hook that back on as well? I'm aware you can't see everything that's going on, but you get the general idea. Do you know what I mean? Get the brake thing back on. Come on, in you go. Oh. It's easier than it looks. I mean, it looks easier than it is. It's a really simple thing. Is that in? Is it in? Is it in? Is that in? Let me check the other side. Must be the same as the other side, isn't it? Let me try. Is that brake thing? I think that's it. Oh, yes. Look at that. I'm not sure I've done this brake thing properly. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. That's just. Did you hear that click into place? Then there we are, and that's it. Wheels turning round. Perfect. So finally, all you've got to do is give it a little bit more air. That's all on. A bit more air. It usually tells you on the tyre how much to pump this thing up. Mine says, I think it's 70, and I do usually go to that. What's that? 50? On the other hand, you know, I mean, you can always feel by your hand, really, if it's hard enough. 60. And 70. Okay, remove your thing very quick because all the air will come out. Like that. And it's done. Are you impressed? Look, new, ready for my riding later on. That's it for the show today, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. The email address is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. See you on the next show. Bye-bye now.